What happened to Angel Reese, once an NCAA champion and social media sensation? She's now banned from the WNBA.
I mean, I'm just really happy for this organization, obviously. I mean, look at these fans. They're incredible. So if it wasn't for them...
Her career in shambles. The meteoric rise, the bitter downfall. It's a story like no other. How did she go from college queen to WNBA outcast so quickly? Let's unravel this shocking journey.
And so you knew they were going to come for you. You had to know that. Now, to the degree that they're doing so, I get where you're coming from.
From her once glorious days on the court to the controversial decisions that led to her exile. Brace yourself. This story is wilder than any game-winning buzzer beater. Rewind to just a couple of years ago, and Angel Reese was on top of the world. She was the face of college basketball.
WNBA is rocking. What could we have more? I mean, I just think, from a
superstar who not only dominated on the court, but took over social media. Angel wasn't just a player. She was a symbol of what it meant to excel at the collegiate level. Her fierce playing style, combined with her fiery personality, made her unforgettable.
Chicago Sky said goodbye to Teresa Weatherspoon, saying that it was time to, quote, make a...
Crowds loved her. The media couldn't get enough of her, and sponsors were lining up, hoping to sign her. I'm just really happy for this organization.
Angel Reese prematurely ended her rookie season to spare herself the embarrassment of losing Rookie of the Year to Caitlin Clark.
Look at these fans. They're incredible. Without them, I wouldn't be here, Reese once said after winning the NCAA championship. She was the hero of her college.
Sometimes it's very disrespectful. I think there's a lot of racism when it comes to it.
But she's pretending like there is something there. There's one person who is driving all this, and it's Angel Reese.
Adored by fans who cheered for her every move. It was clear she was headed for the WNBA with great promise and a bright future. But now, just a year later, her story reads like a tragedy.
You were being an attention whore. And so, because your basketball couldn't do it, you went to...
How did she fall so far, so fast? How did she go from a beloved star to a banned figure, cast out by the league she once dreamed of joining? Angel entered the WNBA with massive expectations, not just from fans, but also from herself. But soon, cracks started to show.
So, Caitlin Clark, if you're out there, you are one of the GOATs of our games that we appreciate.
Her college dominance didn't translate to the pros as easily as many expected. In the NCAA, she was a force of nature. In the WNBA, she found herself struggling to keep up. Her scoring averages dropped, and her once unstoppable playstyle began to falter. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. Angel Reese, the queen of college basketball, was missing shots that once seemed routine.
You're her coach and you care about her. You're not doing this. You shouldn't be making the focus another statistic.
Angel Reese is the villain, Caitlin Clark is the hero, and Angel Reese continued to play into it last night by getting ejected. And it's almost like it's all...
The aggression that once made her a formidable opponent became a source of criticism as fans questioned her attitude and her ability to adapt to the professional pace. Meanwhile, Caitlin Clark, her college rival, was thriving, shattering rookie records and taking the spotlight that once belonged to Angel. This rivalry between Reese and Clark only intensified the scrutiny on Angel. While Clark became the new darling of the league, Angel's performance continued to decline.
And when I was in my press conference and I was talking about being sexualized, I guess people thought that was because I post pictures in my bathing suits. No,
a representation of us as women in many different departments. That's important for women to see that no matter what it is that we want to become.
Social media was buzzing with comparisons, memes, and endless debates about which star was truly better. But the truth was clear. Caitlin was soaring, and Angel was falling fast. As Angel's struggles on the court grew more apparent, so did her frustration. The media, once her biggest ally, began to turn. The fan base that once adored her was starting to criticize her.
Now people are calling you out on it when you post things like this on social media.
Although many people don't want to give Angel her credit, there's no doubt that the hero versus villain story is working in the WNBA's favor, as well as Caitlin.
Every missed shot, every fumbled pass became another reason for people to doubt her. And as her struggles grew, so did her desperation to reclaim her former glory. Reports surfaced, suggesting that Reese was feeling the immense pressure to prove herself worthy of her college fame.
Old heads, the ones who are petty, the ones who are jealous, the ones who can't get on the new wave, is what is continuing to hold the league back.
Think was gonna happen, honestly. Work on look, Angel Reese has got some basketball skills. She does.
She began trying various tactics, from trash-talking her opponents to playing through questionable injuries, hoping to draw attention and make an impact, but none of it was working. Her gameplay didn't improve, and fans began questioning her character and sportsmanship. In the meantime, Clark's star was rising even higher, making her transition from college to professional basketball look effortless. She played with the confidence and composure that Angel seemed to be losing with each game. It was as if Clark had taken the spotlight that was once Angel's, leaving her to chase shadows. Then came a decision that would forever alter the course of Angel Reese's career. Facing pressure and desperate to keep pace with her rivals, Angel allegedly turned to performance-enhancing drugs. For a player who once stood as a symbol of college excellence, this move was shocking. She took a gamble, hoping it would provide her with the edge she needed to reclaim her spot as one of the league's best. But even with the steroids, her performance didn't improve. The spark she hoped to reignite with this drastic step didn't come. In fact, it only made things worse. The pressure continued to mount, the criticism only grew harsher, and the effects of her decision soon became undeniable. Her struggles weren't just on the court anymore. Off the court, the consequences of her actions were building up, waiting to explode. It wasn't long before rumors started to spread. Whispers of steroid use made their way through locker rooms, coaching staff, and eventually to the league's ears. The WNBA had a serious decision to make, and they knew they couldn't take this situation lightly. Angel's coach, Teresa Weatherspoon, a WNBA legend herself, was drawn into the controversy. Known for her strong character and respected legacy, Weatherspoon was thought to be guiding Angel through the toughest parts of her rookie season. But reports started suggesting that she might have turned a blind eye to Angel's use of performance-enhancing drugs. The scandal was more than just a player cheating. It now implicated a Hall of Fame coach who was supposed to represent the highest standards of the game in an instant. The narrative shifted. Angel Reese was no longer just a struggling rookie. She was now a player caught up in a scandal that could potentially ruin the reputation of her team, her coach, and the league itself. The WNBA wasn't going to let this scandal slide. After a thorough investigation, the league handed down the harshest punishment possible: a lifetime ban for Angel Reese. For a player once celebrated as a future star, the ban was a death sentence for her career in professional basketball. The WNBA's decision wasn't just about punishing Angel Reese, it was about sending a message. In a sport that's constantly fighting for respect, the league couldn't afford to let a steroid scandal tarnish its reputation. They were determined to show the world that they valued integrity above all else, even if it meant sacrificing a high-profile player. The announcement of Angel's lifetime ban sent shockwaves through the sports world. Fans were divided. Some believed the punishment was too harsh, while others felt it was necessary to protect the sport. The fallout was massive, with fans, analysts, and fellow players all weighing in on the decision. But Angel Reese wasn't going down without a fight. She took to social media, releasing statements and videos defending herself. She blamed the media for building up her rivalry with Caitlin Clark, arguing that the constant comparisons had driven her to extreme measures. She pointed fingers, claiming that others within the league were complicit in the scandal and that she was being unfairly targeted. Angel's fans rallied behind her, creating hashtags and flooding social media with messages of support. They argued that the league had been too severe, that Angel deserved a second chance. But the WNBA stood firm, unwilling to budge on their decision. The fallout from the scandal extended far beyond Angel herself. The Chicago Sky, once a playoff contender, saw their season unravel. Morale in the locker room was at an all-time low, and the team's chemistry was shattered. Players and coaches were left questioning their future, and fans watched in disappointment as the once promising team tumbled to the bottom of the standings. For the WNBA, the scandal was a massive setback in their efforts to grow the league and build its reputation. Sponsors grew wary, and the media coverage shifted from game highlights to scandalous reports. The league had to fight to rebuild its image. to assure fans that this was an isolated incident and that their commitment to fair play was unwavering. Angel Reese's story serves as a cautionary tale for athletes everywhere. Her decision to cheat cost her not only her career but also her reputation. The choices she made in a moment of desperation became a defining moment, one that will forever overshadow her accomplishments. So, as we reflect on Angel's journey, we're left with the painful realization that sometimes the pressure to succeed can lead to decisions that bring everything crashing down. Angel Reese's rise and fall is a powerful reminder of the importance of integrity, both on and off the court. Her legacy, once filled with promise, is now marked by scandal, a tragic story of what could have been. This is Sport Pulse, signing off. If you found this story compelling, make sure to subscribe for more stories that dig deeper into the highs and lows of the sports world.